Damn, that hurts.
Are you alright?
Yeah, but our friend here's not so lucky.
You had little choice in the matter. Had you not slain him, it would be your corpse lying there instead.
Doesn't make me feel much better about it. Have these Bestrels always been the stab first, ask questions later kind of people?
You'll pay for this, Sonoran scum!
The hits just keep coming today.
Hold a moment, please! We're not... Zenoirans. A local girl, do you suppose?
Whoever she was, she dropped something.
A pendant, it would seem. Are you hurt?
Don't worry. I just gave him a little shield shove this time.
I'm okay, thank you.
Now, before you start running off again, let me say, we're not with Zenoira.
We are the Liberation Army, hailing from Cornea in the south.
That explains it then. Sorry for jumping to conclusions there. But this grassy scent... I knew you were from Cornea.
You can tell where we're from just by smelling us?
My name's Yunifi. I fight for a free Bastorius, with a group called the Frostblooms.
Another regional resistance. I should have expected as much. This pendant belongs to you, yes?
I've been looking everywhere for that. It's really important to me. I can't believe you found it.
Yunifi! My fur will be whiter than snow if you keep worrying me like this.
Holy...
Sorry about that, Morard. But what's got you so worked up?
Zenoira. The bastards strike at our capital.
What? Where's Ramona?
Holding the line with the rest of the Blooms. But this is no place to talk. We make for the nearest fort.
What are we doing just standing here? Ramona needs us.
Calm, Yunifi.
But...
Trust in her, and she will see that trust repaid. The capital would never fall so easily.
Apologies, but who is this Ramona you speak of?
Founding matron of the Frostblooms, and chieftess of the Owl bloodline. That, and the woman who has served as Yunifi's mother.
I didn't realize.
Sorry, Morard. This is no time to panic. I need to keep a level head, just like she would. Now, do we know who's leading the enemy troop?
A warrior by the name of Conrad, it sounds like.
Perfect. We put a couple arrows in this Conrad, and that'll stop the invasion dead in its tracks.
In theory, yes. But he's not the only one we have to contend with. Our fellow Bestrels have started attacking each other for no good reason.
Yeah, I saw. What's got them so worked up, you think?
Not a clue. But whatever's behind it, we can't afford to sit around pondering. For now, we lead the assault on their commander.
fades in this battle, the light of Pistorius shall fade with it. We must weather any storm, no matter how fierce.
Decide to turn up. But it changes nothing. I'll seize this city and claim glorious victory for Zenoira. Look at me. Laid low by savage beasts. Oh, I shudder to think what Elgor would have to say about this.
Hey, Alain. Since your ring can break Zenoira's spell on humans, you think it'd work on Bestrels too?
It's certainly possible, but I suppose we'll never know unless we try.
Looks like the answer's no.
Yunifi, I have news. Conrad told us everything he knew. Apparently, his commander is on the hunt for an Azure Stone.
That can only mean one thing.
The Pistorius Blue.
Which is what, pray tell?
Is it wise to speak of this to outsiders?
It wouldn't be, if there were any. After what they've done for us, our friends here are honorary Bestrels. Come with us. The Pistorius Blue should be with Ramona.
So their true intent was the Pistorius Blue. How enthralling.
It would explain why they've suddenly turned their gaze back to Bastoritza.
Yeah, they seemed plenty happy to just let us have it once we took it back.
Ah, apologies for the delayed introduction. I am Ramona, leader of the Frostblooms.
And I, Alain, of the Cornian Liberation Army. May I inquire about this Pistorius Blue you keep mentioning?
It is a brilliant jewel, rich ultramarine in color, which has been passed down through the ages in this land. Not only that, but it serves as a symbol of the highest authority, thus marking its bearer as the monarch of all Bestral bloodlines. As such, the stone has been in the possession of the Lion tribe for centuries now. They are akin to your own nation's royal line.
Wait, then why do you have it and not Morard?
Because I spend my time on the battlefield. Imagine something that important slipping from your pocket in the heat of combat. That's not a risk I'm willing to entertain.
Got a point there.
Given the current state of the world, it seemed more vital than ever to keep the Blue under safe stewardship.
And you've taken that responsibility upon yourself.
Indeed, though I wouldn't dare carry it on my person.
Where is it then?
Hidden deep amidst the tundra. I'd feared an event such as this may come to pass, and sought a place few could penetrate. But with how extensively they search, it seems my precaution may not be enough.
We should find out for sure.
Yes, that may be wise. I know not why these dastards seek the mark of kings, but I suggest we prepare ourselves for any eventuality. Now, the village we seek lies through the ravine to the west. Might I ask you to accompany us?
We would be honored. Simply give the word once you've made your preparations.
Not another step. How dare you show your faces here after what you've done?
Wait, please. I'm not sure what ill has befallen you, but I can assure you it wasn't our doing.
That's a bald-faced lie and you know it. I'll ask one more time. Where have you taken my men? Answer me if you don't want to be executed where you stand.
Slow down, lady.
Dinah, wait!
Yunifi, what are you doing colluding with Zenoira?
I'm not. These people are with the Liberation Army from Cornea.
What? Sorry. Hard to tell who's who these days.
I gather from your question that Zenoira has taken your men captive.
Yep. They've been rounding us Bestrels up like we were mindless cattle.
Dire news, Captain! The Zenoiran army has struck at Vastagora!
What? And our brethren?
Dispersed, ma'am. Those of them that made it out, at least.
Damn it. I don't have time to deal with outsiders. If you're really not fighting for them, then leave. Now.
We managed to take the town back. But more than half our squadron was hauled off to gods know where.
Zenoiran scum.
So Dinah, what'll you do now?
Rescue our men. What else?
Yeah? You'd be out of your mind to go after them on your own. And besides, who's gonna keep watch here if you go running off?
You make a good point. Fine then. See that this town stays safe, Rui.
Me? But...
How's it looking?
A little brighter now. I'd like to lend my spear to your cause, assuming you'll take it.
Whoa, really?
As much as it hurts to admit it, I could never pose a threat to Zenoira on my own. And I can't say I give a damn about your human conflicts, but I'll do whatever it takes to get my men home safe.
You intend to use us, then?
Not what I'd have called it, but yeah.
That's more honesty than I'm used to hearing. Very well, then. We accept.
I won't let you down.
It's no use. I can scarcely see my hand before my face in this snow.
Not even us Bestrels dare traverse this expanse. The land is blighted by blizzards nigh the entire year round. Yet if Zenoira's lapdogs were willing to brave it...
Then they're looking for the blue. There's no other reason.
But Ramona's the only one who knows where it is. Would they really risk their lives in this cold, without even a clue to steer them in the right direction?
In any case, an enemy is an enemy, no matter the weather. We prepare for combat at once.
Here it is. The Bastoris Blue.
And what do we do now that we have it?
The moment Zenoira began marching on this cave, it no longer served its purpose as shelter. We will have to find a new spot to stash it away from prying eyes.
The blue!
I never dreamed it would be this easy.
What's the meaning of this?
The meaning is that I played you for fools. The moment you heard we were after the stone, you would surely have to go check on it. Just as the great and mighty Elgor thought you would.
Then Conrad running his mouth at the capital was just another part of your plan.
Now, if you would, Lord Ryman, I present to you the Bastorius Blue.
Excellent work.
So you're the monster in charge around here.
That's Lord Ryman to you, beast. But I tire of this. Thankfully, my magic will make quick work of you.
No! This is the same spell that torments our kin!
Come, Elgor. We're done here.
How far the mighty lion falls. Enjoy your eternal sleep once you've torn your friends apart.
Snap out of it, Morard! Please! What the... My pendant! Morard!
What manner of vision is this? A mere dream? No. A memory. This was the battle where I remember now. I'm no lion at all.
I hope he's okay.
Worry not. Ramona is seeing to his ails as we speak.
And I bring good news. His condition has stabilized. I expect he'll be up and roaring again ere long.
I'm so glad.
Perhaps it would be best to explain his circumstances, though. This will only take a moment.
And he can recall nothing from before that point? I can't imagine how such a thing must feel.
Indeed. It also means we know very little of his lineage. His family, his birthplace, none of it.
It's the same for me, actually. I can't remember the slightest detail from before I met Ramona.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It's been almost 8 years now since Ramona took us both in. I was still pretty little, though, so my memory's kind of foggy. I remember being on a battlefield, just lying there.
I knocked on every door in the area, yet sadly failed to find even a trace of Yunifi's parents. And the only clue toward Morard's past was the Bastorius Blue, which he was clutching tight to his breast when I first found him.
Neither of us had anywhere we could call home. At least, not that we knew of. So we started living with Ramona.
Which is when she became your adoptive mother.
By the by, Yunifi, about that pendant of yours.
Morard, are you sure you should be out of bed?
I'm fine. Forgive me for worrying you. But my health is secondary to the blue. We have to get it back no matter the cost.
Where could Ryman have run off to?
Dracodorina Citadel to the west. I'm almost certain. The city serves as Zenoira's primary foothold in Bastorius, making it a natural destination for their most valued commander.
Then we know where he must go. And considering all the hurt he's inflicted on the Bestrels, we can't let him walk free. We hurry west, to Dracodorina.
Oh, right. You wanted to ask me something about my pendant.
Haste is the order of this day, and so it shall be. There will be time for questions later.
As long as you're sure. Come on, then.
An ultramarine pendant with an azure gleam. Not to mention Morard's reaction to it. Perhaps this explains why the enemy wants the blue so desperately.
At long last, the Bastorius Blue is mine to command.
The greatest emblem of supreme power and authority. It belongs with none but you, Lord Ryman.
This barren land has always been meant for human dominion, ever since my ancestors first stepped foot in its snowbound wastes. A fact of life, all the more proven in the modern day. These foul, primitive beasts have proven unfit to govern themselves time and time again. Isn't that right, Algor?
But of course, my liege.
Lord Ryman, I come bearing urgent news. The rebel army approaches the Citadel.
They will finally learn their place in this world. With the stone in hand and my magic beside, Bastorius is mine to shape as I will it. how this was meant to go.
Return the blue at once. That stone symbolizes the authority to lead the Bestrels forth in this world. You're unworthy to even look at it.
Ignorant fool. This jewel is no mere symbol.
I know. It's a magic object which holds the power to control the minds of Bestrels.
What do you mean?
Think back to Morard's rampage, and how swiftly your pendant quelled his fury. Assuming the stone set within is a small sliver of the Bestorius blue, then it's the only natural conclusion.
Quite perceptive, yes. 'Tis magical energy turned crystal, able to yoke any beast called upon to the inclinations of its bearer. That is the true power of the Bestorius blue.
And that's why the one who wields it is marked as king.
Indeed. It is not a symbol of royal power, but the very instrument that brings that power to bear. And seeing as I have it now, what right have you to claim me unworthy? This is the natural order of things, human intellect ruling over you ignorant creatures!
I have half a mind to shut that mouth of yours for good. But I'd rather see you rot in a cell than burn in the underworld. I'm sure the guards will love hearing about your intellect.
Gloating already, are you? You've not won yet, beast!
Look out! He's gone.
The coward.
Damned savages! I won't let it end like this. I just need time to plan my next move.
Lord Ryman, you're safe.
No thanks to you, fool! Where have you been?
Preparing a ship, my lord, to ferry our rightful king to the seat of power in the capital. With the magic of the Bestorius blue, any resistance they attempt to muster will be crushed under our heel.
True enough. If we lay claim to the minds of all of their little friends at once, they'll be powerless to stop us. I suppose I can forgive you this one time. To the harbor, Elgor. What is the meaning of this?
I always had a feeling the blue could govern the minds of frenzied Bestrels. And now that you've proven that to be true, I've no more use for your conceited drivel. I'll be taking the stone, and that spell of yours with it.
And you've known from the start.
All while you prattled on about how a beast could never be fit to rule the throne. Feeble human, your arrogance will be your downfall. Bestrels will rule Bestorius forevermore! We alone are worthy of such honor!
I should have realized you were one of them.
Now, the time has come to set sail. And I'll be paying the fare with your life.
Huh?
But that's... Ryman.
Dead.
What could have happened here?
He doesn't have the blue on him either.
Whoever is responsible for this must have taken it.
Come to think of it, Elgor was nowhere to be found during our siege of Dracodorina. And that's quite the spear-shaped wound in Ryman's back.
Our answer surely lies ahead. Let us press on.
Dismiss me as a frail little rat at your own peril.
What's a Bestrel doing declaring war on his own people?
As if a human like you would ever understand. But you'll see soon enough. All will be clear once I'm proclaimed the King of Bastorius.
I don't know why you're doing this, but you'll pay for the cruelty you've inflicted upon these lands.
Will I? Or will the regal lion be sentenced to death by a base-born rat?
Your end approaches, Elgor. Now cease this madness and return the Bastorius Blue to its proper owners.
Tell me, is it proper the way my kind are oppressed? The pitiless torture we have no choice but to endure.
I never would have guessed you're actually one of us.
But that build is quite unlike others of your bloodline. How have you acquired such raw strength?
You've seen it often enough. The spell that sends us Bestrels into a wild frenzy. I was one of many test subjects for its effects, granted this power by Lord Baltro himself. I was the only success. The others all lost their minds. Became impossible to control.
Hence you needed the blue.
Precisely. You'll find documents proving as much on this ship. Do with them what you will. I'm glad I got to glimpse this dream, however brief it was. A lowly mouse, risen to the ranks of Grand General. Even if just for a moment. I wanted to create a new home, new kingdom for my people. Free them from their lives resigned to the shadows of Bastorius. And for once, they'd have a place to live. Proud. Not scurrying in fear through our darkest corners.
We all share that thirst for freedom. And had you not resorted to such vile methods, we may well have fought together to quench it.
Let's go find those documents. We can't let this happen ever again.
We've located the documents Elgor spoke of. Records concerning the Bastorius Blue and Baltro's magic.
Once we've destroyed them, all of this will finally be over.
Indeed. Though, one passage stood out as I was surveying the texts. It claimed that the blue not only holds the ability to control the minds of us Bestrels, but that it also bears the power to birth humans anew.
What does that mean?
One of our ancient texts speaks of a similar phenomenon. Make of them beasts, that their every labor be compelled by the crystal before you.
Slow down, Ramona. What's all this mean exactly? That the blue can turn humans into Bestrels?
That's the short of it.
Morard?
I guess it's time to finally come clean. I used to be a human myself. On that fateful day 8 years ago, I was here serving as a soldier in the Zenoiran army. We had marched on the resting ground of the great lions of old, but the battle we were met with was more terrible than I'd ever seen. Zenoira's blatant disregard for the lions' ancestry provoked the rage of their bloodline. And so my army took the king's daughter hostage, in the hopes of threatening their kind into submission. But I hadn't the stomach for such spineless methods. I abandoned Zenoira, and chose to side with the lions instead. At the end of that arduous, bloody fight, we had succeeded in rescuing the girl, but I myself had fallen into an enemy trap. The last thing I saw as I lay dying on the ground was the king of the lions, holding a radiant blue stone above my body. When I awoke, I was, well, you can imagine.
It would seem the Pistorius Blue holds far greater power than any of us had ever realized.
I'm living proof of that, yes. But I'm grateful. I wouldn't be standing here without it. And I'd never have met all you kind people.
Oh, Morard.
Ramona, see to it those papers are destroyed. Too many have had their lives distorted by that grim knowledge. Human and bestial alike.
Yes. I believe that will be in everyone's best interest.
I appreciate it. More than you could know.
And where do you think you're going?
Yunifi. To be honest, I'm not sure. As far away as possible.
But why?
I don't belong here. Not like the rest of you.
Because you used to fight for Zenoira?
That's right. I've known all this time, and I lied to you over and over again. I don't deserve to stay. Not after what I've done.
How can you even say that? We might not look the same, but you're family to me, Morard. And don't think for a second that we'd be better off without you.
But
Besides, hearing your story helped me realize something. This sliver of the blue that's set in my pendant. It's a symbol of the Pistorius royal family. Which means it used to belong to the Lion King's daughter, right?
That's...
If the stone can turn a man into a lion, it's not so weird to think it can do the opposite, too. So you see, we're really the same when it all comes down to it.
Yunifi. Are you sure you want me here?
Never been surer. You've been with me every step of the way, and I'm not letting that change anytime soon.
Sounds like I have to stay then. Thank you, Yunifi. You're the best family a lion could ask for.
PlayStation